Yo.
Oh, yo, kaboom!
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the AIB Show. This is the Mitt.
And Dominic. Happy New Year. You better know this. I might what? Whoa.
I have no idea who this is. You play this in the car with your kids? No idea who this is.
You serious?
I swear to God, is this new?
It's the #1 song on YouTube right now.
All right, first of all, this man said #1 song on YouTube.
Don't knock YouTube. The biggest
I'm saying this is a new
metric.
metric. This is a new metric right now.
Yes.
I thought you'd have said like Spotify or something like that.
No, because here's what happened. It's Liangelo Ball. You know what that is?
For real?
Yeah. So LaMelo
and all them cats.
brother.
Yeah.
He's not in the NBA. And
I mean, the other two are barely in the NBA, but all right. But they're in there.
What?
Didn't they go to Europe?
LaMelo's an all-star. LaMelo's like a star.
I thought he went to like Europe or something like that. Or am I the wrong Melo? Wasn't there one that went to Europe?
He went to skip college.
That's why they came back.
Australia.
Okay, my bad. Okay.
Yeah, he's a star. So it blew up in the last week. He just streamed it on like Instagram, a clip of it, and it started reminding people of like late '90s Cash Money kind of vibes and everything.
That's what I thought it was at first.
There's a million memes of people dressed with huge baggy clothes, and they're dubbing it over like late '90s, early 2000s videos, and it's just blown up. And you have like actual rappers saying they want to get on the remix and stuff. It's athletes after the Lion, after the actual rappers, like in the locker room after like the Lions won their game, like the whole team singing, and like it's just crazy how these things happen.
Hold up, and you assume that I would know this? Like you made it seem like why would I know anything about LaMelo?
I mean, I don't know. It's all over my feed. I don't know what's on your feed. Dogs. What else?
You're under the impression that I have a YouTube feed.
No. My bad. IG.
I mean, it's recipes for me, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Different games.
This is Chef Boyardee.
It's some food choices, and it's some
no
doggies, obviously, and then some fitness. Yeah, I would if I clicked on that.
Here's the interesting thing about the fitness. The algorithm blends the fitness into like scantily clad women.
No, so it does, and it doesn't. So it does that. There's a lot of that, and then there's also a lot of like, but on either spectrum, there's like scantily clad women who were like fitness. Just IG models, and then who are like fitness models, and then they're like women who are like bigger than you, like strong, like muscular women in that situation. So you've got both ends of the spectrum, and it doesn't know how to delineate one from the other. And so different kind of fitnessing, yeah. But there's
a feature I saw that you can completely wipe out and start over, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that, but maybe I should.
I mean. Yeah, I don't know. I've not gone into the I've not gone on that rabbit hole. I'll put it that way. But I don't know the songs you're talking about. I don't really do a lot on YouTube, but I probably should.
I don't do anything on YouTube.
So how did you find out about this song?
Instagram.
So YouTube after your IG, so your IG stuff is all random hip hop people's?
No, but
it's not fitness and it's not food.
It's a ton of sports. And it's a ton of like
that's where so that's the correlation.
Yeah, the correlation. Yes.
Speaking of which, are you watching the game tonight? Have you watched any of the college playoff games?
Yeah.
Wow, wow. Who am I talking to, dog?
Did you see that awkward pause?
Yes. You're like, there's a game?
Who plays tonight?
Are you serious?
Notre Dame, Penn State?
Yes.
Oh, I just saw that because I saw the coaches talking. Yeah, I'll watch.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm saying that I don't think I'll watch, but I'm just asking you because you watch.
I'll watch do other things in the background. Here's the problem: I picked up a new show, but I can't watch it with a lot of my shows. I watch while like I don't know, doing some work, doing the dishes. This show I can't. You know what show it is?
I do not.
It's the subtitles. It's all
Game?
subtitles. Shogun. Shogun.
Oh, first of all, I'm not sure if that borderline racist. I don't have played the game, but I like that right because you do you. His name is Dominic Delgado. But I will say, okay, hold up. How far are you into the show?
Episode 4.
Are you liking it?
Shogun, very much.
It's dope, yeah?
Yeah.
The show is legit. Like I'm like, that show is awesome. And the way they did the language game, right? Because again, they did the proper Japanese situation, which I love. They couldn't do Portuguese.
The show is like 70% 70% Japanese with
Yeah,
no subtitles. I
it's
mean,
amazing.
no English version.
But it's awesome, right?
Yeah.
And filmed in Vancouver, but not neither here nor there. The other part of it too is interesting. So, did you watch Squid Game then? As you're going down the new one?
Yeah.
You got through that in like no time? And that one you watched again subtitles, or that one you put on?
No, I put it on.
Come on.
But now
man.
I think Shogun is now going to change because I watch so many foreign shows and I always put the English on.
Yeah, because you're horrible.
I think this is going to change me, perhaps.
Hold up. Why were you doing that because you wanted to multitask? And I don't even multitask.
Yeah, I do it for multitasking.
But you're not actually tasking. You're doing dumb things on the side. Like you're
sometimes
on IG
working,
and whatever.
Sometimes
else.
working.
Again, that is cute. Let's not lie to the people, man. This guy working. What do you do? Like, what are you doing on the side? You're not cooking. You're not cleaning. You're not doing whatever else.
No, so if I'm cleaning, doing dishes,
I'm
also working. I'll have it up there because I can hear it. Absolutely.
All right.
But it's a good show. Check it out, guys, on FX Hulu. It's called Shogun.
It's on Hulu now because it's. I think season 2 will be later on this year. But the show's won like every.
I actually watch it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, because now that's all part of Hulu. Now it's all part of the same goddamn thing. And then now they're merging again with Hulu and Fubo. They do some of the live sports stuff overall, but that thing is changing in general, man. It's looking like, I mean, that show is dope. Squid Game, interesting way to play out that particular season.
Yeah, it's setting up. It's like a slow version of setting up the final season.
Yeah,
you watch a similar show to Squid Game is Alice in Borderland.
Yeah,
by similar I mean Asian and killing, but games and stuff.
Yeah, but that's been on for a minute.
Yeah.
I saw that one. That one had a couple seasons too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I think I watched both of those things too. I didn't hate that didn't. It was good. It was also a good show, but yeah, Squid Game still got like I didn't know how season 2 would play out. Still pretty solid. You watch this British show called Missing You. With what's his face from Top Boy,
Duchesne.
Yeah, with Duchesne from Top Boy.
I just saw. Oh, but that's a Harlan. That's a Harlan Corbin?
It is. Look at the Harlan Corbin stuff.
Because I watched a bunch. I watched a bunch last year. Do you know he writes all those British shows, but he's like from New Hampshire or New Jersey or something.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know he's from. He's from or just living there.
No, he's straight up American. Yeah.
Did not know that. Did not know that.
And he wrote a Swedish one also. I watched of his, but I watched like 4
shows. He's going down the path of finding Harlan Corbin stuff and watching his projects.
No, because it just pops up on Netflix. Harlan Corbin. Once you watch one, the algorithm again just started doing Harlan Corbin, and
you just go through all of them. It's a good enough show. But always gets me about British shows. There's that one. There's another one called Black Doves, right?
Slow Horses.
Slow Horses is good. What gets me with these shows is actually one of the same women from Slow Horses is in Missing You. Because the cops don't have like guns.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so they always do these things, and I'm like, hold up, man. If that happened anywhere else, there's no way you're walking out of that thing alive. Like it's just one of these things where they're very the way people get out of situations in UK crime shows is just comedic to me at some level, only because of how I guess crime centric the US is, right? That I was like, there's no way you're surviving this. And the UK, they'll push somebody away and run and they'll get away. And it's like, yeah, that wouldn't, like, you couldn't even write that in an American show. Like, I don't think it would even play out. Even if one of those Chicago Hope shows or whatever else, even though it would play out as well. But yeah, either way, decent show with Duchesne. He's not in it very much, but decent enough show. Some twists and whatever else, but only like 5 episodes, which makes it worth watching.
Speaking of police and arrests, Miami Beach. Why you drop your head?
Because we weren't speaking about police and arrest. We were
talking about you're speaking of police.
I was talking about in the TV show that I am
police.
Sure.
Right?
Okay.
Miami Beach. When I had my police incidents and beat up and all that stuff, it was Miami Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Fred Kerley, the U.S. track star, was recently.
I heard about that. Enlighten me. Yeah.
Was arrested in Miami Beach, and I still haven't done enough research that I want to do out of intrigue. But I saw the video, and yeah, it's extreme. It's like even if you can't tell if what he was resisting, but at the end of the day, he's being punched multiple times, held down by several officers, and one officer cocking back, punch. From the video I saw, you couldn't tell where on the body he's being punched, but where in the handbook and the protocol is punching something you're supposed to be doing. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. He's actually one of my favorite track stars, and usually I like braggadocious, kind of loud. He's just like that country dude who doesn't talk trash, keeps his mouth shut, and just out there to run. But I'm interested to see how that plays out.
That was what, last week or something like that? That was recent.
Yeah.
Because I remember that was recent, but I didn't actually see what went on there.
And then speaking of police, so these horrific fires in Cali, in your old area of
I've been
living.
literally texting people right now on the side. People
It's
have had to get evacuated and
horrific.
stuff.
In fact, my brother-in-law, one of his closest friends, their house burned down. But I learned that they had recently decreased the police budget the fire budget by 20 to 30 million. It was like 28 million. They decreased it and increased the police budget by over 100 million. And it's just that mentality we have in the States that we need more police. We need more police. We need more police. We're increasing the police budget to solve crime instead of allocating that money, like you always talked about when you said defund the police. You like to say reallocate funds to things that could help prevent crime and will help prevent crime. But instead, we go more to the militarization of the police and foolishness like this. And this is even worse because it's not as if in order to increase the fund to police, they had to decrease certain things, such as fire. It's tragic out there. It's crazy. Also, it's scary. I saw one video of someone inside the house filming, and the fire is like literally in the driveway, not like a 2-foot fire, like a 12-foot fire. I'm like, can they not escape? Is what I'm thinking, because that's the only rational thought I have. Why are they still there?
No, but hold up. But you're being rational, right? A lot of people in general, as you can imagine, what happens here in hurricanes all the time, people just don't want to leave their house. It's like their house. It's all they have.
But I think a lot of it for hurricanes is you think it's not going to hurt. It's not going to be that bad.
Well, there's that.
The fire is right there.
No, but there's also the assumption that I believe that people feel that they can save it or they can do stuff to save their house. Correct.
Yeah.
Right. In a hurricane, in a fire, in this situation too, people are like, well, remember, to your point, there aren't enough firefighters. Right. And so one of the things there is like, how do you save your house? Right. Because the firefighters that are there are going to have to, allocate their resources or time spent on the largest, craziest dynamics, right? Like you gotta look things on a macro level versus micro. So if one house goes here, but I can save 5 over here, I gotta save the 5. But that one house could be yours. So in that situation, people are literally out there with hoses, putting stuff like I was literally talking to a friend of mine this morning. Their neighbors did not evacuate and were out there, and were welcomed, but we're hosing down the roofs of their houses to kind of hope their house
did it help?
So her dude is going to go check out the house right now, see if it's still there. But many other houses in the neighborhood burned down, stuff like that. Like it's insane.
I was talking to somebody. It just sucks because the house is the house, but like so much stuff in the house you have, like your whatever pictures, something from your parents, your kids. It's like it's tragic, man. It's not as tragic as loss of life, obviously, but it's still like you put
but there's a lot here that people don't consider, right? Much like hurricanes, right? So right now we're in a situation in this lovely country where insurance, people don't have insurance on those two. Insurance companies won't cover these dynamics, right? For hurricanes here where we are in Florida, fires in certain parts of California and so on. So because
so I'm ignorant. Is it kind of the same shit we have here where it's
when it gets too rampant, certain areas they won't cover you.
Like here in Florida, you have citizens if you can't, like when other people, like I got dropped. I got dropped because I filed a claim. I got dropped, and then I had to get sick, but it sucks.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, the dynamic becomes you have to self-insure.
Yeah.
Right. You have to put money aside to self-insure to make sure that you can cover yourself worst case scenario. Now there is pros in that because it's your money at the end of the day. You're not just giving it away and you can earn equity in your dollars and so on and so forth. You're going to earn interest in your dollars, so on and so forth. But the problem becomes, is my assumption that the great majority don't do anything with that money that would have gone someplace else. Like if I say you don't have to have car insurance, but you really should put money aside just in case.
Because it's not even about discipline. It's about necessity. Like if you need
I could use that money here.
Else,
correct.
Yes.
So now it's a situation where we'll see what happens after all this or that. Also, California got a lot of water. Like they've never had water levels have always been problematic. You know what I'm saying? And now you're going through that right now. So it's rough times, man. I'm just going back and forth with people, just checking out people, and it's really, really crazy. in Southern California right now. And, yeah. And I mean, it went into sunset yesterday. It's gone. Like all the things that people, it's one of these things where normally, and this sounds crass, but it's true. Like with the fires, like there's always fires every summer, right? And generally speaking, the fires are in certain parts that the masses, i.e. people who don't live in Southern California, don't really see, right? And don't understand, because it's not the, whatchamacallit, it's not like a landmark or not whatever. This one has affected things that tourists or people who are outside actually have some kind of visibility into. So that's, and I think, which is why I think, so it's even more grave in the situation that you have, the effects aren't relegated to a small area. The effects are so massive that it's going after everything. But because people have some recognition to it now, I think it's having an impact on people's attention, if you will. Now, what comes from that attention, I don't know, but the attention is definitely there.
I don't even understand. I saw that, and again, I don't know if things are real, but I saw IG video. That's what sucks nowadays. You have to fact check 50,000 things. And now we're gonna have to start fact checking if videos are even real, like AI videos, right? For other things. But they said that the winds were over 90 plus miles an hour.
That's what was coming in from the first thing. So this was 2 days ago, and that was the thing.
But like, how do you even get 90 plus? Like, it's just
it's a freak situation. It's some crazy weather dynamic, because there's no global warming. Some crazy weather dynamic that caused that, and that's what triggered all of this. So now you have the winds that don't generally happen in California. That was the first thing they were concerned about, right? And then all the rest of took on after that. Then the fires kicked in, and then
it spreads the fire, but also prevents the helicopters from being able to really go there.
They're using they're using the giant planes and stuff like that. I've got people who have gone to Vegas, people gone to other places, just trying to get away from whatever there. It's just rough, and it's just all that. Hi, what's the picture on the wall behind you? I don't even know. I don't know the picture. It's not mine. It's Kaylee's, and I have no idea what it means.
Somebody asked on the live stream, "What's the picture behind the wall?"
Yeah, it's a woman with when she went to her trip in Africa. That's some artwork she got, and that's what that is. It's a woman with a basket on her head, kind of with that. I don't know why the Shogun thing was going right there, but okay. Yeah. Side note, you went skiing recently, and you're saying that the strikes there didn't affect.
All right. So if anybody's heard about this stuff, I don't know if it came across your feed, come across my feed a lot, and the news, the strike in Park City, Utah, right, for Vail Resorts, a big $1 billion conglomerate, publicly traded company. It's only 200 people went on strike, right? Mm-hmm. And it's for ski patrol, the guys on top of the mountain that help out and everything. They want $2 more. Sorry, it's less than 200 people on strike. It's for like 200 people. They want a $2 increase per hour. That's it. From $21 to $23 an hour. That's it. Right? They went on strike. It caused chaos on the mountains. People were in line for 1 to 2 hours. Right. Luckily, I didn't face that. First day I got there, I saw the longest line I've ever seen in my life for anything. And I said, F that. I'm not doing this. Everybody else went and got their gear. By the time they got the gear, the line had died down a little bit. And then the days I went, it's like 15 minutes of waiting. Maybe one time 20 minutes, when usually it's like 5.
Okay. And
then the last day at the base, there was nobody on Sunday. It was like 30 seconds. So luckily it didn't affect me, but it affected a ton of people. I know a lot of people. It's one of these things where I haven't seen one person not side with the strikers. When I talk to people out there or just reading comments on social media, this is like the universal thing, because it's not like they're going from 21 to like $50 an hour, right? Mm-hmm. They're going from 21 to 23. CEOs making millions. The company netted something like 200 million. Like, this is just, they have 45 resorts worldwide. It's crazy, so the stock plummeted.
Yeah, I heard that.
But listen, at the end of the day, stock, it's probably a great time to buy, because that stock's going up. Because all that's going to happen, X amount of people aren't going to go back. I talk to other people who say that they usually go and they're not going to go, right? But they're just going to get more people to come, right? It's like a rotation.
No, I mean, I have friends going to Park City in February. Right, and they're going skiing out there in general. I haven't gone skiing in a long time. But I do, and I was supposed to go to Park City at the end of the month. I'm not going this month, but yeah, it's one of these things that's very.
I don't ski, bro. I shred the gnar.
I don't even know if you really snowboard well either. I'm very curious.
Oh,
To have
not anymore. I was the knee. In fact, the first day after one run, I said, I'm out. Just didn't
You
feel
only
right.
skied once,
No,
or
after the
snowboarded once?
that first day after one
Uh,
run, I said I'm out.
what do you mean you're out?
Like everybody should go the rest of the day. I'll go hang out. I'm not doing this. It didn't
So
feel right.
and the rest of the days you went, but you went
That day I was out. I went other days.
back. Okay.
But usually I'd go from like 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. only eating lunch, right? Only stopping for lunch, a big lunch, yes.
I was good.
And shredding all day, all day. Now it was like, no, I can't even. It's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and I'd be like, I'm done. But I just
Damn,
don't
dude,
feel
you're
right.
getting old, dog.
Yeah, no, for real.
Getting old, son. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
haven't really dabbled in that space yet. It's like I've never gotten into the sport. Seems like a lot of things I got to look into. So I'm not. It's just yeah, it's a big barrier to entry. I can't really get into it.
It's a
But
fuzzy navels at the lodge. No, it's not a big barrier to entry.
What do you mean it's not?
Financially or physically?
Yeah, financially.
Yeah, you could the entry no to sustenance, sustaining going every year. Yes, the entry no, because you can go to other mountains, take a lesson. So I took my lesson off-site, much cheaper, about a sixth or a fifth of the cost, them kind of things. So
it was funny
figure it
because I ran into some friends of ours in Vail, who were then driving to Park City, and they were getting out the flight from Miami and Vail, and I ran into them. I haven't seen them in a while. This is who Dominic went snowboarding with, and it was funny. And I was like, "You guys are driving to Park City?" And the lady was like, "Yep." And I was like, "But why? Like, it's because I don't understand necessarily the need for a drive." And I go, "Why? Do you want to just see the country? You want to see the country, or whatever?" And he's like, "No, I'm just not getting on that small plane." And I was like, "How small a plane are we talking about?" And he was like, one of the planes is like 2 seats on either side. And I go, "It's still a jet plane." He goes, "Not getting on it."
Yeah,
You feel everything. And I go, "Bro, you're a big dude, man. Like, what? I mean, it's like not that his size has anything to do with fear, but
he doesn't fly at night. He doesn't do it. He has to get to the airport. He has to get to the airport 3 hours before to calm down. Everything. I took a 2-and-2 from Salt Lake City to Phoenix a few days ago.
Yeah.
And my wife says it's the smoothest flight she's ever been on.
I mean, again, I'm on planes regular, and I just sleep. I don't really care. Yeah.
But you know what I did? I came into Miami 3 nights ago. Twice we went to land and had to pull up. One of them, it basically were touching the ground, and all of a sudden the plane just goes back up.
And when they pull up,
it takes 15 to 20 minutes to circle back around and get in the queue.
And what was the explanation?
Pilot came on and said both times there was a plane on the runway that shouldn't have been there.
Yo.
So the first time we didn't come close. He went down. He just got. This time it's like, in like 5 seconds you're expecting the wheel to touch the ground. I might just lift up and just.
Hold on, but if you have a plane that's not supposed to be there, that's pretty significant, dog.
Twice there. So the second time we went to the back side of the airport, like on 36th Street, where all the cargo planes are, same thing. So and then we eventually landed there, and then taxiing took like 10 minutes to drive across the whole airport because it was the back side we landed on. Wow,
bruh, that's crazy, dog. That's crazy. Hold on. Yeah, having another plane on the runway is some madness. That definitely that's just insane on so many levels.
So New Year's. What'd you do for New Year's?
The hell did I do for New Year's? Oh yeah, went out for dinner. Some friends came over and then went up to the roof and saw fireworks, and that was that. So the problem is, like, the dog doesn't do well with fireworks, and so it was that situation. So, but also, I mean, we had people over here. So we had dinner and came back. It was low key as hell, uber chill. Why? What'd you get into? Clubbing, hitting the spot?
No, nothing. We were in Park City at the house. Nothing at all.
Late nights. Are the kids? The kids are in kids. The kids are up to post midnight doing whatever they're doing. Everybody's there. It's like a midnight situation. Yeah. Right. That's a good situation then. Yeah. No, we did that and just kind of chilled out after that and took it from there.
You know which country is the first to celebrate New Year's?
No.
Kiribati.
Okay, now you have to tell me where that is.
So, first of all, it's spelled. I always pronounce it Kiribati, right? But in the native language, the ATI becomes an S. Kiribati. It's right by American Samoa, which happens to be the last place in the world to celebrate New Year's. They're only a few miles apart, but 25 hours apart.
That's
little nerd.
See, that's gotta be madness, right? That's
little nerd info for you.
That's gonna be madness when you look at the time zone. You're like, come on,
a few miles and 25 hours apart.
That's insane. That's crazy. This and this is what you've been researching?
Yeah, nerd
This
stuff.
freaking guy. I was gonna tell you something else and I completely forgot now. Oh yeah, Apple. We're talking about your whatchamacallit, your algorithm, right?
Oh yeah.
So forever, like Apple got hit with a fine for Siri listening, right? All the time, like a $90 million fine for for Siri listening. And forever they've been saying that it doesn't listen, like the phones don't listen, right? But bruv, it's getting so much better at listening across the board, and it's so annoying to me. Are you familiar? Like, no joke. Like we were in Colorado, and Kaylee's mom was
why
telling
you
me
always
about
pronounce it like that?
Colorado.
Yeah,
as opposed to
not coal like you put in the fire.
How do you say it? I said Colorado. How did you say what? Colorado. How does that mean to say it? And what was I saying? Colorado, but it's with the C-O. It's not a C-A-L.
I'm finding something. I'm trying to think of something. Count.
Okay, Colorado.
See, it's not count.
That's not what I'm doing either. It's like colon. How you say that?
Right, anyway, go on.
We were talking about just random stuff or whatever, and came up into like the organic or like farm grown eggs and stuff like that too, and brought the fact that eggs, when eggs are from the farm, they last for so long versus eggs
not in the fridge. Not
in the fridge either. But you can't wash the eggs. Once you wash the eggs, you gotta at that point you gotta eat them really quick, right? There's stuff on there. So I'm learning this. I had no idea about all this stuff, right? It didn't even occur to me that there are eggs that are sitting on the shelves in some countries forever and other countries not, like ours. The amount of stuff came to my phone that day in the afternoon in IT about this egg situation that I'd never even heard of in my life, never typed anything in the world.
Are you sure none of you guys Googled anything on the phone?
They're telling me. I don't have to Google it. They're telling me. I'm like, oh, this is really interesting.
Lo
and behold, on the phone, all this stuff popping up about this egg situation. I was like, bro, this is getting ridiculous. Like half my IG feed was news about this stuff. No joke. It is so frustrating to me that it's listening all the time. And I don't have
that. Okay, I was thinking maybe because it's probably both, like geotagging because I was out in Park City, but my feed became so much strike stuff. But we were talking about it too.
It was, again, washing eggs. That's not part of my algo. I mean, there's no reason it should be out there at all.
Speaking of washing eggs, I was in Jamaica 2 weeks ago. I couldn't find eggs anywhere. No damn eggs. Yeah. It's annoying as hell. I went to the old little Chinese supermarket.
I mean, that's also redundant. Not just supermarket. I don't know. You said Chinese supermarket. They're all
no eggs.
I went down, Bridget. I went down, and it was.
Oh yeah, you were there the weekend. You left the day I came, or something.
Yeah. I left the day you came, and then but I was at a hotel the whole time, and it was just it was a very, very different kind of vibe in Jamaica that I'd done just sitting at the hotel every time. But yeah, it was. But yeah, I'm just saying the listening part is crazy, and then now what they're saying is so right now it's CES this week, right in Vegas, which is right and
Consumer Electronics Show,
and half the things they're doing there are car companies talking about tech in their cars, right? So I ask you two things. You're somebody who likes driving. Would you? And I think I asked you this before. I don't remember. You're cool with self-driving cars or not?
The concept, yeah, they're safer.
The concept. Once, not sure, getting in one and riding around. Ooh. Hey, family, the Uber just came in. Let's go in our self-driving Uber.
Logically, yes. Illogically, no. If that makes sense, it's hard for me, but my brain knows.
That it's
better.
Fine.
But I don't know if the technology is there yet. That's my concern. Meaning,
but the point
at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, technology is going to be safer to drive than humans. But I just don't know if it's there yet. If that makes sense, I don't know.
No, it does. I'll give you that.
But I also, when the random Uber driver picks me up, I don't know. The guy could have been in 7 crashes already.
That's my point. Well, I mean,
he could be a horrible driver.
Yeah. But that's my point. My point is, but when this, again, it's not going to roll out tomorrow. Well, let's say it rolls out.
Okay, so the general answer is yes. I am good with it.
But are you good with you going in there or your family going in there?
Yes. I mean, I'm always going to be more good with me than them, but yes.
Correct.
Yes.
All right. Now, does it change? Are you of the belief that you will need to buy your son a vehicle by the time he becomes driving age, or that will no longer be necessary?
Yes, but we're not there yet because he's 13.
That's what I'm saying. No, my point is, at the time that he's there, 3 years from now, do you believe that will be something that you would need to consider purchasing, or that the driverless car situation will become prolific enough where you won't have to do that?
No, I don't think it'll become prolific, and I think it's still a function that all people should know how to do, regardless for whatever situation occurs. You should still know how to drive. What wilded me out? My friend came over a couple weeks ago,
Why shouldn't you know
and
how to drive? If
he
the
was
car's taking you there, I'm confused.
because not there's still the majority of cars in the world are not self-driving.
No, I'm with you there, but I'm like, but I don't know it as a. It's not like, can you change the tire in your car?
100%. I had to learn in college. Yo, Bridget, on my own. It took me no joke.
On my own.
Freshman, because you don't have Google on your phone.
No.
Freshman year, I'd say about an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours. Now I took some frustration breaks.
You took an hour to change a tire?
I didn't know. I learned on the spot. I had no clue.
Bruh.
First
Come
of all,
on, man.
Trying to find the tire in the car.
That's the problem nowadays, man.
You know?
Them tires ain't where they should be.
But now I've done many, so now I easily change the tire.
Okay,
Surprisingly, I'm not like that manly kind of
obviously, yes.
Right.
You established that. Thank you, sir. Nobody's going, Dominic, this guy's got a toolbox sitting around ready to roll. Right? Friggin'.
You know how to change the tire?
No, that I've been doing forever.
Yeah.
Friggin' Ranjit, how many tires I changed for that fool? We drive around forever. That dude can change any tire. I've changed tires forever. That part's there. But my point is, that's a known skill if you have a car. But how many people know how to drive a car, don't change the tire? The great majority.
Yeah.
Okay, but either way, your friend has what issue now?
He was completely boxed in, right? And he turned on the car, hit the button, and the car just started going.
Yeah.
And it's not like some fancy car. It's just a nice small Hyundai SUV.
Yeah.
And just on its own. He wasn't even in the car. He just turned on the car and hit a button, and it starts coming out.
And got out the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. My point is with more and more car companies going on the path of creating more and more functions in the car to make it so much so that you don't have to do anything in the car that actually warrants driving, where there's from entertainment units to this, that, and whatever, and so on and so forth. All things that, by the way, were illegal when we were in college, right, are now like the standard in the car.
Remember, I had it. I installed a DVD player in my front seat, right? Yeah. I used to drive like an idiot, drive and watch DVDs.
So, well, first of all, DVDs, for those who don't know, are who we used to watch. No, but okay, but look at it that way, right? So now you have all these car companies doing this stuff to make it more difficult for you to actually drive, right? Number one. So then but I'm like, all right, all this is to entice you to keep buying cars, right? As a driver in the situation. Like, I don't own a car, and if I never have to buy a car, I'm very happy doing so. If I can Uber around everywhere, I'm very happy doing so, right? Luckily, I have access to a car, but I don't own one. And if I had to buy one, I think it'd be a long delivery.
Does your fiance
have a car? But she's got to go to work all the time. And in Miami, it's not a commute. It's not a non-commute.
But she has a car, so together.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't need one. Yeah. Correct. Right. So yes. I could survive. Like, I scoot to the gym, which is like 3 and change miles away. Right. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Yesterday morning, that it was brisk. It was like 47 degrees in Florida.
Yo, dog. I had to drop my car off to get oil change this morning, and then walk to the gym, dog. Yo,
dude, I'm on the scooter. The wind hitting my eyes. Tears going on the side of my face. Got a beanie on. I'm sitting there. I'm like, this is New York status.
45 degrees. I'm walking. I'm like, I see a guy just shaking like this. It's cold. I said, sir, I did not expect it to be this cold. No.
But you had a hoodie on and stuff like that.
I had a hoodie and shorts.
Yeah, and shorts. Yeah, and flip flops.
Yeah. No, I was walking in sneakers.
No, Bridget, it was cold as hell, right? But so I ride the scooter thing. But my whole point is with the car situation is twofer. They're trying to make the cars. Okay, there's this idea of if you were facing the road, i.e. the way we drive now, right? 2 and 2 or 2 in the rows, and you're all facing the same direction, facing the direction you're going. And there's a comfort level to that because you're controlling the car. That makes sense. In the driver situation, if you're facing each other, like 2 couches, whatever, I think that would be more problematic for a lot of people, right? Because it's not a train. You're just sitting because like a train, you're facing each other and you're going in whatever direction.
But are you thinking that's going to be a personal car's design?
No,
like
I don't
that?
think
Or like a taxi or an Uber.
I don't think you need the personal. What's the value in having the personal car?
The immediate.
I guess.
Right.
See, and that's. I guess there's a value in having it there. But I think if these robotaxis are so prolific, it's pretty immediate. Like I waited 2 more minutes.
It's immediate, but it's also people like their own possessions sometimes too, right?
I get.
Because even without self-driving cars, some people just aren't into cars. They want to take taxis and now Ubers and stuff. And some people love their particular car.
But the
Everything
problem
about
is
it.
too, the more people that are on the road, people doing people stuff in the cars, are more likely to cause more accidents until they're
100%.
off the road.
Dude, driving is the most dangerous thing we do every day.
Says
Right?
DVD watcher Dominic.
Yes. You know?
I just
Crazy.
like I look at it and I'm like, they're putting all this stuff in the cars and I'm like, I don't really care about anything. Like I don't see the value in half this stuff because I'm like, you're making it more difficult for me to drive. But yet trying to make it the entertainment place that I want to stay in. And I don't know, like I just don't know where it's going. Like I don't know what the balance is. Because it seems like there's too much tech and then it's difficult to drive and you're causing more accidents. And then or you have all the tech and then the car is driverless. And then I'm like, it's just I don't know where it's going. Like it's just there's screens everywhere, man. Like every car's got a screen across the board, and I don't know if we need that many screens. Like literally, the car, like the caddy, there's literally a screen from one end to the other.
Yeah,
big curved screen,
and then the projections and
yeah, I need a screen for it, dog. Like, what am I
watching? That's why I want an old school car. I don't even know what.
Yeah. And then to do what you can't fix a car, man. That's my issue. I want an old school car that I know I can't do anything with.
I told a guy at the gym this morning, a friend. I was like, yo, maybe we should be like real men and like do our own oil changes and stuff. He looked at me like I was crazy.
I can safely say it. Never changed oil in my life. Don't even know what to do there.
You what?
I've never changed oil in my life. Don't use a dipstick, and I go, "Is this enough oil?" I don't know.
Yeah, I'm after that, man. He's like, he goes, "Are you crazy? I might hurt my knuckle." And I was like, "What are you talking about?"
What's a knuckle? No, Reggie. If you have an old car, that's my issue. If something goes wrong with the car, you need an old car, and now I need a mechanic.
Yeah, I'm about to hit. I'm trying to put. Not about to. I'm close. I'm at like 95,000, 100,000. I've never had a car remotely close to that. Real? Yeah, I like cars struggling, but I want to get there.
I want to get there. I mean, hold up, but you lease?
Yes. No, then I bought it.
Which car is this?
The old Explorer.
Oh, you still have it?
Yeah.
I thought. Oh, I thought you got rid of it when you got the new car.
No, I bought it.
100,000, huh?
Yeah. Right. It's like a milestone I want to get to because I'll never do
that
foolishness again.
I've been close to 2 bills. Yeah, I've been there.
200?
Remember, I drove my Civic cross country multiple times.
Wow. Right.
Yeah, right. And I used to drive all over LA all the time, so it's a different situation. But anyway, yeah, that's all I got for today. It's been a weird year. I'm trying to get back into the work situation. I know you claim you're getting back to the work situation, so
I am. One last thing. Have you ever heard of CECOT? The prison. It's an acronym. CECOT.
Negative.
Prison in El Salvador.
Well, no, I don't even know why that would even come up on my feed.
No, it's been in the news and everything because of all the gang violence and everything in El Salvador has been horrific.
No, I know about that part. Yeah.
So they built one of the craziest kind of prisons in the world. It's called CECOT. Once you're in, you're done. There's no transferring. There's no phones. There's no visits. There's no yard time. There's no lights off. It's lights on 24/7. There's no blankets. There's no pillows, right? Like life is over, right? Crime has never been better than else. People are rejoicing like the country is. This is the greatest thing ever because they can walk the street. The crime was just rampant. Yeah. The problem is, as always happens, the innocent people. So there's a horrific story of a guy who's never been affiliated with a crime, right? Ever. Never been arrested, anything. It's gone up to the president. He's acknowledged it. The legal system, when they enacted this, allowed the police to just grab people off the street, no probable cause, nothing like that, suspect them of being involved in gangs. This guy was an innocent person. The courts have recognized this. I can't remember his name. It's like Amnesty International is involved. He's been in this prison for about 1.5 years now, right? Went up to the president. He said he'd work on it. This was like 9 months ago. For somebody innocent to have to live like this with the world's worst criminals also, and then under the worst conditions, again, lights are never off, no pillow, no blanket, no yard time, so you never see the sun, no phone calls, no visits. It's absolute hell. And it just sucks, man. Like, the backlog of bureaucracy and BS we have everywhere in the world about fixing common sense problems,
Oh, it's easy to throw people in jail. Very difficult to get them out.
Yes,
That part's easy to do, by the way.
Yes.
You've got no backlog there.
Yes.
The part's very, very easy. It's easy to throw people in jail. But that's why, man, I've said it more, like, that sounds just, I'm amazed the homie's still alive, actually.
Yeah. Well, you remember what's Khalif Browder, the 17-year-old who got arrested for stealing a backpack?
Yep.
I don't even remember whether he stole it or not. I think
he did not.
He did not.
He did not steal the backpack.
He did not. But he wound up in Rikers for like 3 years. Wound up killing himself when he got out because it messed him up so badly. Committed suicide. The system literally killed him. You know?
I like I said, I know I cannot survive in a situation like that. Period. Just saying. I don't know why you're laughing. I don't think you do much better than I would, Mister. Yeah, Mister, I don't know how to do any of my knuckles could hurt if I change my oil. Yeah, you ain't surviving a damn thing, son. Right? They go after you first, thinking you're a big burly guy that needs to be put in his place. Me, that just leave me in the corner, right? Yeah, there's no way I'm surviving that. It's just those are things that I can't. Yeah, all that scares me. All that scares me, right? And with all the things that are going on that will happen now and that are happening around the world, a situation like this just scare me. The way people are very quick to draw judgment on anybody and everything based on appearance, etc. It scares me across the board. So I'm scared, literally, for things like this. Right? It's a very different situation. And when I hear about anybody falsely imprisoned, anybody falsely detained, anybody getting beat by the police, you're talking about earlier in Miami, whatever, all these things are things that I don't consider to be outliers. I consider this to be a part of the day-to-day, and I'm lucky that I've evaded it today, and I'm scared because I don't know how much luck anybody should have. Like, why is it down to luck? And I'm scared about luck.
Well, that's what I tell people all the time. It's like, it is commonplace.
Yeah.
Right? And it's
We're jaded, bro.
Just because it happened to me long ago and it doesn't happen to me. It happens to other people and often.
But not only that, but it happened to you once. It should never happen is the point.
Yeah.
And it happened to you once, right? And it happened to you as somebody who was well-to-do, who could get out of the situation. If it happened to somebody in a different situation.
Have their finances and
that's what I mean. Yeah, well-to-do in that scenario, yeah.
Get out of the legal mess from it. As opposed to someone who doesn't, and then they're in jail for a while, lose their job, lose their house. They're homeless. Then they start committing crime. And
it's a horrible situation, right? And so again, I'm all these things scare me because I know I don't have the mental / physical / anything there.
A comment on IG.
You're too pretty, yeah.
Pretty,
yeah. Oh, happy days, right, man? I'm not ready for that life. I'm telling you right now. Not ready for that life.
Speaking of that life, last thing, your boy Matt Gaetz. You see the House Ethics Committee did come out. Mm-hmm. With their findings. You saw what it was?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that he didn't have sex with a 17-year-old girl and regularly paid for sex with women.
And now what?
I'm just saying this is
no. You can do it again. Now what? If it's out there and it's there,
it doesn't matter. He already resigned, so it doesn't matter.
No. It does matter. It does matter. It matters.
It doesn't matter to the people it should matter to. When he's nominated as AG, and we knew this was in the works, and they knew this was happening, and Trump nominates him for the highest cop position, highest legal position in America.
That's why it matters,
it should matter, but it won't. Doesn't matter.
That's why I'm saying the reason I don't even know about this because I don't care because it's not going to matter. Is my point. That's what I'm saying. Now what? Right? And does that take away his political power? Does not.
Hypocrisy.
Because he didn't resign. He resigned from that. He said he doesn't want that position.
Correct.
He's still in government.
Yes.
That is my point. Yeah. So you can say whatever you want. He's still in government. Yeah. He's a vile person that should not be in government. Should not be in a lot of things. He should be in one of these situations. See how that plays out. Right? But legit. But he's still there. So we're gonna thrive. So we're gonna crush it. Last thing I mentioned, I said the last thing earlier. Have you seen there's this app that you could download to invest? Because it always bothers me too that politicians make a truckload of money. Because I talk about money dynamic. Everybody makes their money on the side, only side dealings. Is why politics is politics. When you get in, and there's an app that literally just does whatever the politicians do.
That's pretty interesting.
And that, And I downloaded. I'm putting money into it. I downloaded it. It's called. Oh my God, where is it? It'll come back to me in a second. It's a finance. Where is it? anyway, and it was it's an app that is so. What was interesting about the app that I found comedic is Nancy Pelosi's thing was like the highest trending situation possible. Like, she was crushing it. It's called Autopilot. Is what the app's called, and so she was crushing it. I think like her returns are like there's even Marjorie Taylor Greene, which again, somebody who's an idiot like she is, but
she has inside info.
That's my point. Hence the but situation, right? Because they've got to say where their dollars are invested, right? Yeah. And in essence, you're just kind of following along there. And one of the portfolios that are there, like one of the highest portfolios, is Pelosi, up 51% in 1 year.
Damn,
it's crazy, dude. Wow. So literally, this is their app saying, "Hey, put money against whatever, just put it on the Pelosi fund, and whatever she invests in, it'll put your money towards that, and you just chill on autopilot, let it do the thing," which is brilliant. The general concept is brilliant.
Yeah, it is.
Now the problem is they've got to do that within a certain amount of time. It's not like they have to do it immediately. So you will miss the big push, right?
Yeah, the initial.
Yeah. So because they don't do it immediately, but that's still pretty crazy.
That is actually smart.
Yeah. But is that? But all right. On that note,
I gotta go. Oh, last thing, there was a picture circulating in group chats of Amit proving that he does dye his hair, or all of a sudden he got super gray in 2 months because other people started backing me.
Look, man.
So he stopped dyeing his hair over the holidays.
Hold up. So right now, does my hair look dyed?
It does. A little bit.
And then right now, does it look dyed?
No, because you stop using the hair dye.
What did you just say? You said it's the same damn image. I'm literally moving.
Kaboom, I'm out.
You're such an idiot.